We are looking at John's Butterfly Above the Water, commentary by Coach Chris. We're going to start by watching at full speed. Not bad. So John's progressed quite a bit from our last video. He's managed to get enough strength in his kick, and his timing's getting a little better with that kick so that he's got that straight arm recovery. We're going to slow it down and look at it as we swim. And this is a big improvement from last year when he was having a lot of trouble keeping those arms straight. Something we're going to continue to work on is just building up that kick so that he gets has a lot easier time supporting those arms. Timing on the breath is getting better. Still a little late with the head, as you see in these strokes. Head up early, that's good. And he's almost right where we want, but he's still just lagging a little bit getting that head down. That stroke was better, but the one before was more typical, where he's kind of, now he's at the same time getting the head down with the arms. We need to get the head down before the arms. But that's going to get easier again as his kick gets better, the timing of it gets better, and the power of it gets better. It's something we continue to work on. Solid turn. I like how he brings that hand back nice and tight behind the head. So above water, the turn looks good. Again, a lot of progress from last year, and I know he's been working really, really hard on it. I like the sweep of the pull. We'll take a closer look at that underwater. But that first half sweep, that's part of what's helping him set up that stroke so well. Little rush. You can see him kind of splashing the water with that left arm. Again, I think he's trying to overkick here. You can kind of see a little bit of a triple kick on a few of these. And he's kind of finishing a little bit. Let's see if we can get... When he's recovering, he's getting his hands a little bit too far inside his shoulders. Let's play that. So one of the things we're talking to the kids a lot about in a lot of the strokes is when we're recovering our arms, you can see how that last stroke was a good demonstration. You know, he's kind of bringing a hand in, and he's reaching in front of his head. Oh, that's bad. In what I call the A position. Let's go back a little bit. You can see this. So he's reaching his hands and he's recovering his hands, and his hands and arms are hitting the water in front of his head. You can kind of see if this is the Y position where his hands are still outside his shoulders. This, you can see his hands almost touching. That's the A position. We're trying to get the kids out of doing the A position swimming. And I see it in a lot of strokes. See it in a backstroke. We see it a lot in butterfly. See it in freestyle. We're trying to get them to swim in what we call the skinny Y position, where the hands are entering just outside of the shoulders. It's a much more natural position to enter the hands. It's perfect physiologically for those shoulders, for the shoulder joints to operate. And it keeps the water clear that we're about to pass through. When you slap your hands down in front of you in the water and stir it all up, it gets harder to move through. So we want to try and keep that water clear, and that skinny Y position is really key to that. So something we keep talking about, we keep drilling on, in backstroke especially, but we're going to start branching out in the fly and some of the other strokes and really hammer that home. Yeah, big improvement is he's getting his head up earlier. We're just about right on getting the head down. We just got to get that head down a little bit sooner. And part of that, I think, comes from, almost over kicking. And we'll take a closer look at that kick once we move below water. But he's trying hard to keep those arms straight and do a proper sweep. Really something we just got to build up through repetition. So let's move underwater and take a look at his pull and kick timing, because the kick timing is one of the big things we've been working on and we're going to continue to work on.